Hi guys, got a brand new tool for you. It's a UV tool, and it's probably the best UV tool that's out there at the moment that I've seen. It can pretty much do, I've found, probably about 90% of your UV work for you. And I'll show you how it works. So if you right click on the Dark Arts menu, and this is new to version 2.90, just under the UV tool, now let's break off that tab, but you'll find there's this nice new tool here, the Auto UV 3D Unfold tool. And so as you can see over here, we've got just a nice simple plane. The UVs haven't been set up. Now let's turn on the checker pattern. You see those are all stretched out. So just by clicking on the Auto UV 3D Unfold tool, you can see our UVs have been magically done. And that was just a single click. And I know you're looking at that and going, wow, that's quite a simple object. So let's move on to something a little bit more complicated. So we've got just a bunch of planes. See the UVs are an absolute mess. If you wanted to UV this, you could probably do a planar. Probably work, but it would work nowhere near as efficiently and as good as clicking this button here, the Auto UV 3D Unfold tool. And as you can see, UVs are looking pretty good. I just click on one of these edges and just straighten up the shell. See, that's looking quite good. One of the things you'll notice is that the UVs are still slightly stretched, and that's partially to do, or mainly to do with the fact that this has still got scale on it. So if I go and freeze the scale translations, like so, and let's delete the history, and let's rerun the Auto UV 3D Unfold tool, you can see the UVs are now all uniform. And once again, selecting an edge, like so, and straightening that up. So you can see, got some perfect UVs on every single plane, and that's pretty much just a single click. So pretty nice. Moving along to something a bit more complicated, you can see UVs are looking quite interesting here. So in order to do this, you've actually got to apply some cuts to it. So I'm just going to choose the edges where I want to apply my cuts. So just there, just the base of it, and just down the middle of it, and I'm just going to press the Auto UV 3D Unfold tool button, and you can see our UVs have been beautifully done for us. Okay, so, and if I were to lay that out, you can see it's all matching up perfectly, looking really good. Okay, I'll move on to another object. A little bit more trickier, a box. But you obviously use these all the time, so let's stick a few edges. Actually, how you go about this one. Okay, so I've stuck all the edges to cuts. And I'm just going to select that, and rerun the Auto UV tool. As you can see, beautiful box, and UV's been straightened. By default, if you do any edge selections, that'll actually ask you if you want to straighten the edges. And then your last operation is just clicking on whatever edge that you want to align to. As you can see, UV's once again been done beautifully. And this is pretty much mainly just a single click on all these objects. So, it's just a really fast way of going through and UVing your objects. Absolutely amazing tool. Once again, I'll move on to something a little bit more complicated. I mean, this one's still quite simple. It's just the bonnet of a car. You can see the UVs aren't set up. I'm just going to press the Auto UV tool. As you can see, perfectly uniform. Looks pretty good. Once again, one click. None of that having to choose which planar direction that you're going to be projecting on, or so forth, and then having to select the additional edges and so on. It's super fast. So I'll just go around and just UV a few more of these tools. I mean these objects to show you how fast this is. Click the Auto UV tool. See, that's looking pretty good. And I might just straighten based on that edge. So straighten UV shell. And you can see, looking really good. Okay, things like your roofs and stuff. This is actually a bit of complicated geometry. You can see it sort of goes underneath and so forth. Once again, you can select edges to cut along if you need to make your UVs just a little bit more uniform. But I'm just going to try a auto project and see how we go with this one. It's going not too bad. You can kind of see it's just messing up just a little bit over here, so I might actually apply a cut on this one. So I'm just going to select that edge loop. And yeah, I think that'll do for this one. And I'll go auto UV. See how UV's been done. Straighten based on that edge. And I'm just going to relay this out. As you can see, our UVs are looking pretty good, pretty nice and uniform, and we're pretty much ready to move on to the next object. As you can see, it's a super fast tool. Amazingly great for just going through. The reason I've actually had to UV like hundreds and hundreds of objects, I was just trying to find a fast way to actually UV, and yeah, there's nothing out there that will UV anywhere near as fast as this. So that's the UV unfold tool. Enjoy, guys. One other quick trick that you can do, just by the way, if using a tool quite often, is that the Dark Arts allows you to change all the bottom shelving to any tool that you're after. So in this case, I'm using the unfold tool quite a bit. So I can just plug that in here, and I can now use that as my as just a button straight off the tool shelf. So I don't need that open anymore. I can select this guy. This one's a real complicated piece of geometry to actually UV. So I might just show you how you do this guy, just to give you an idea quickly. So I'm just going to want to apply some cuts in the geometry. So I'm going to cut it here. Just follow the edge loop around, just to cut that inner piece of geometry off. So it's a separate shell. And then I'm just going to apply another cut over here. And I might just apply a cut over here, just to cut off the inside of the wheel framing. Okay, let's auto that and see what we get. Okay, that's looking pretty good overall. You can kind of see that over here I haven't actually applied a proper cut. Other than that, we're looking really good. So I'm just going to use some of your selection tools. You can use the selection memory, and just by clicking on that guy and iterating through, it'll just reselect all the things I've selected previously. So you can see all my edges have been selected for me. So one of these guys, and it's going to be whatever this is, I just haven't cut it completely. So I'm just going to have a look at, yeah. You can see that I haven't actually applied a cut to it. So I'm just going to cut it there and cut it there. And reapply the, oops, yeah, I just did over here too. That all looks good. Okay, let's just reapply the auto unfold tool. And as you can see, our UVs are looking pretty good. And I might just straighten it based on this edge here. And just relay those out. You can see our UVs are looking all nice and uniform, all ready to do a bit of magic on. Well, that's the auto UV tool. Enjoy, guys. I'll catch you later. Bye.